At the Okoli Law Group, we specialize in producing justice. If you or a loved one in the Atlanta metro area is facing serious criminal charges, then you need serious legal representation.
The Okoli Law Group is here for you. The Okoli Law Group is here for us.
The Okoli Law Group, serious legal representation.
Ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dẹni gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá, ẹ̀dá kún yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dẹni gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá, ẹ̀dá kún yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa. Ẹ̀dá kún yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa.
Peace, family. We are live again, second time today. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining. Do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Again, please hit that like button. Also, make sure you share and make sure you subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. A couple of announcements. Sierra Leone, citizenship is back on. Again, citizenship is back on. There are a couple changes. So one of the changes are they are accepting more DNA companies as proof of lineage. So at first it was just African ancestry. Now there's Ancestry.com, 23andMe, and CRI. I need to check if they're going to accept My Heritage. And then there's another DNA company that has been floating out there. So I will get back to you guys on that. But yeah. So, and the other changes, you have to come twice and you have to wait a year. So basically, I'm hosting a group, arranging a group in April. That group will have to wait minimum to next April to get their passports. Then the group that comes in December, that group is going to have to wait to December of 2026 to get their passports. Good news is the group that came with me in this past November, they'll be able, sorry about that. They'll be able to get their passports. They'll be able to get their passports this upcoming December. So the actual ceremony is going to be held every April and December for those that have had that 1 year, I guess, probationary period. We could call it that. But again, do me a favor, hit the like button again. Please hit that like button. I'm going to actually play the video. She explains why in the detail, why she's selling it. But another conversation I want to have. Oh, so make sure you guys go to, sorry, Wakoya, we'll get to that. But make sure you visit donfo.africa, again, donfo.africa to learn more. Again, please visit donfo.africa. We're also rolling to Nigeria in August. Nigeria in August, Zanzibar in September, Namibia and South Africa in November, and then back to Sierra Leone in December. So that's the tour lineup. Please visit donfo.africa to learn more. And I'm gonna actually play the video, do a response to it, response to it. This is coming from the Unapologetic Nomads. I've actually stayed at One Africa. The first time I went to Ghana, which was, I think, in 2017, either 2017 or 2018, was the first time I actually went to Ghana. When I went to Elmina Castle in Cape Coast, when I went to Elmina Castle in Elmina. So Mama Queen Mother's property, I'm trying to think if it's more Sister Amakas. I think it's her properties in Elmina, or is it considered Cape Coast? Because Cape Coast and Elmina, they border each other. Like if you step across the street, you're in Elmina. You step on the other side of the street, you're in Cape Coast. But I think it's technically Cape Coast. So, but anyway, it's a beautiful property. Like it's right on the water. It's a great property. Amina, man, wouldn't this been a great property for the investment group to buy? That's another topic. Um, but yeah, but when I saw that she was selling the property, immediately what came like to my mind is succession plans. So I worked in corporate America. I worked for two companies, one called Aflac, another called Cintas. And these two Fortune 500 companies, and you could even somewhat say Walmart. I never worked for Walmart, but I'm just giving an example. Cintas and Aflac, they were all started by they all have like rags to riches story. So all started from humble beginnings. But what I noticed, especially with Cintas and with Aflac, is that the son, so the father starts it, the son takes over, then the grandson takes over, then the great grandson takes over. And if you research a lot of companies, that's how it usually works. It stays in the family. Again, it stays in the family, and it gets inherited. You look at In-N-Out Burger, same thing. I think the daughter or the granddaughter or the great granddaughter, she's now the CEO of that. But when it comes, and this is what kind of keeps me up, because us as Black folks, we're entrepreneurs, we have our own businesses. But like for me, we put all our effort into, like Donfo, the travel brand, and this brand and that brand. But if something happens to me, and this is the reality for a number of us, the majority of us sole proprietors or LLCs or entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call it, like we're not in a position to pass it down, or there's not someone who's within the family who can inherit it and take it to the next level. And so you look at Black businesses like BET, what happened to it? You look at Johnson Publishing, John Johnson, Ebony Magazine. I think his daughter took over and just went completely to, what? It's just we struggle with passing the business down. Now, I know here in Atlanta, you have Herman J. Russell. I think his family, when you guys read up on Herman J. Russell, I want to say his family inherited the business, and they're doing great. But for the majority of us, when one of us pass away, we start a successful business, we pass away, business is done. It ends right there. It gets buried right there. And like NFL owners, you got Al Davis. His son, Mark Davis, owns the business, owns the Raiders now. So you look at one Africa, which, again, I stayed there before. Beautiful location, beautiful property, right on the water. But it's going to go to somebody outside the family. And a lot of times the family, they're just not interested, especially when it comes to Africa. That's why I'm telling you, if you build a business in Africa, because we already know, like, the majority of Black folks in America, they're just not interested in Africa. That's just the reality of it. So if you're that Black sheep and you decide to build in Africa, you got to have kids in Africa. You got to start a whole separate family in Africa to inherit that business. You got to get married in Africa. you have to like really have roots in Africa. It's important. It's for lineage. It's for business. Because we know the majority of us, you go to Africa, you pretty much on your own, especially when it comes to building businesses, because just the majority of our family, they're just not interested at all. But I want to play this video real quick, this interview. And I'm probably just gonna skip to the reason why she sold the business. It's a good interview, guys. It's on the Unapologetic Nomads page, guys. Make sure you go subscribe to them. And she tells her story, but I want to get pretty much into why she's selling the business.
Remember, he went to Ghana, stayed for a month, me and him. So, my remembrance of you is exactly what we were doing the last time I saw you. Do I want to see you in the box? No, I don't. What coincidence is this? So then, no, but I don't believe in coincidences. But we say the people in that village helped to build the Elmina Castle dungeons under the lash of the Portuguese in 16 something. And here we stand again. Okay. So selling, the property, which against my own better judgment, I don't want to sell it, but I'm a queenager. I'm 83.
Oh, let me go back. My bad, guys. I didn't have the.
That we as Africans born in America find ourselves back at the scene of the crime. The people in that village helped to build the Elmina Castle dungeons under the lash of the Portuguese in 16 something. And here we stand again. Okay. So selling, the property, which against my own better judgment, I don't want to sell it, but I'm a queenager. I'm 83, going on 84. My king man is no longer with me, and nobody in my family, they don't want to come to Africa.
They'd
rather stay over there with them. Okay.
See, that's why you just got to have a whole. If you plan on building in Africa, you just got to have a whole another family in Africa.
They don't want to, so you can't make them. And I had someone who was, my spiritual son, Shabazz.
I know what she's talking about. I bet him when I went to stay at the property in 2017, I believe it was. I met Shabazz.
And unfortunately, when I went away, everything just went to hell. Okay. One day I'm gonna tell on him. Okay. I'm gonna tell a whole story on him and what his black.
We're so lit. We're so fly. We stay live and we're high on life. We be on
what is this? I thought this was a commercial. I'm like, what is this?
We keep it pushing, everything so corrupt.
Okay, so that's just like a little. I thought it was a commercial.
What he did. Okay. So it's come to a point where I've been very selective about who takes over the property. Mm-hmm. I want us to have it. One of us. Those children of Mother Africa who want to return to Mother Africa or who are here. Not being racist, but wanting to have someone's organization, individuals that will carry on the legacy of our ancestors. Because when we look at it, how is it that along that coast, from castle dungeons to castle dungeons, it is us who own that property? That's not a coincidence. So you don't want to bring foreigners. Plus, if I let somebody, give it to somebody else that don't look like me or don't look like us, they'll be whooping my ass from now until whenever. Okay. And so it's One Africa is a very spiritual place. I mean, we've had people that come, oh, my grandfather always wanted to come to Africa and he never came. Can you bury his ashes? And at one point I had to say to people, this is not a graveyard. Now, if you all want to sprinkle them ashes on the ocean, I'll take you out there and we can do that. Or people would come and say, I lost my son. I'd like to plant a couple of trees here in his memory. Another lady came and said she wanted to bury her grandfather's watch. Somebody wanted to bury somebody in their family. They had some kind of hair combs. They just wanted something of their grandparent to be buried in Africa. And, I said, it's okay. And for those that wanted to sprinkle ashes, my husband and I would make arrangements, charter a boat, and take them out to sea to sprinkle their ashes. So it has been a life-changing experience for many people who have visited One Africa. So I can't see no casino, okay? I can't see it. And the fact that there are so many of us that have come back and live along the coast, that's historical. So you want somebody, I want someone who is going to at least maintain the legacy. Not just the legacy. So that's the deal on One Africa. A person can buy the land or buy the property as it is. And on One Africa, we have a story building with 9 rooms. Then we have 6 chalets. And, I call them chalets because if you told people you're all going to be staying in some huts, they would not be coming. But they are circular buildings. You could call them huts with amenities. Okay. Then we have a house that has 4 rooms and a museum. And we have a kitchen and a restaurant. That's what's on the property. We have a small room that we call, it can be security or
I
so.
want to ask you, like you were telling us what's on the property. How big is the property?
It's 9 plots, which is almost an acre. And we're
almost
on the
an acre.
ocean.
Okay.
Yes. And I think I sent some pictures. That's 4 plots is 1 acre. 4. So it's 2 point something acres. Okay.
Oh,
of
nice.
land. Yeah. Because it's 4 plots make an acre. We have 9 plots. So it's 2 acres plus. Okay. So that's what's on the land. And the thing about the property at One Africa, and that's not me saying that. This is the clients that I've had over years that say, when they walk into One Africa, that there is something there that greets them, that they feel something very strong and very spiritual when they come to One Africa. Okay. So, it's been hard for me to say, okay, I'm going to give this up. All right. But I would like, and I pray for the right person, the right persons that want to come and take it over. So people can, if they're interested, they can just take the land, which as it is, which has the houses and things on it, or they can take the land and the name, the name, the email address, the anything that has to do with One Africa in terms of our promotion material. They can get all of that. That's a different cost. Okay. And I would also be willing to be a consultant in terms of and helping them to promote One Africa, as well as, helping them to get acclimated to the place. I could do that. So
That's great.
So
one question about, I know you have a wonderful museum. I've seen like short videos of it. Beautiful museum there. What's gonna happen with the museum?
Well, the museum is part of the place. Some of the artifacts, I have taken out, but all of the pictures on the walls, and there are still some artifacts that are there. Okay. And some of those artifacts are on loan. And I can get some of those back because I didn't sell them, so we're looking at $500,000 for the land and the buildings. Okay. For the land, without the name, it's 500,000. With
USD.
the land, USD. And if they want to maintain the name, the email addresses, the contacts, and all the rest of that, that comes to 850,000, along with.
So for just the land is 500,000, and
Right.
for the land and the name, 850,000.
Yes.
USD, so people understand
USD.
Yes.
Right. Mhm.
Right.
And, as I said, I'd be willing to be the consultant for them to help get things set up. And, what they want to do with it after they get it, really, I don't have any control over that. But One Africa is very well known. We have an excellent reputation. And I'd just like somebody to have it that can appreciate historically what that land represents, That's why I felt like it was necessary, as opposed to just saying land is for sale, so that people understand the significance of the place, So that's it.
Nice. Well, we want to say definitely what you and your
That's a hell of a steal. Where her property is for 500K, that's a good deal. My only thing is, you're gonna have to. Amina, do you remember if she had hot water or not? I don't remember. In the chalets, did she have hot water? Anybody in the chat room, can you confirm if Mama One Africa had hot water? I don't remember. All I'm saying, the chalets are gonna have to be renovated. The interior of them. Again, you're gonna have to. Yeah, there was no hot water. Yeah, I don't remember there being hot water. I just wanted to confirm. I don't know if she's added hot water. Because like I said, I haven't been there in 8 years, almost 8 years. But I just didn't remember there was hot water or not. Yeah, so you're gonna have to like, so if you buy it for 500,000, you're gonna have to put another 100 or something thousand in it to get it right. It's a beautiful property, beautiful location. But you're gonna have to renovate those chalets need to be renovated because I don't remember the restrooms. Like they're gonna need to be renovated and upgraded. You could keep the chalet or hut concept, but you definitely gonna have to renovate the property. If you ask me. Hold on, I gotta let me pull up the site real quick. I got the site real quick. Hold on. Here we go. So this is the site. I believe this is the site. This one, yeah, this is the site. So these are the rooms. And like I said, you're gonna have to renovate the rooms. You gotta renovate the rooms, like I said. And to be honest, I would just yeah, it's right on the water. Yeah, I mean the chalets are nice, but you just have to the interior is gonna have to be renovated. Because I would imagine they're probably the same. Because this is how they look like when I was there in 2018. And if you look at like properties, hotels, they do some type of renovation like every at least 5-6 years. They go into rooms and upgrade them. So I don't know when's the last time they've upgraded or renovated these rooms. So, but yeah, but there's no hot water. You got to renovate the rooms. But $500,000 where it's located is still a steal. And Amina, was there was a beach there? Was there, or is it just like kind of goes the property just kind of goes to the water? If you know what I mean. Like, was there a walkable beach? I don't remember. Was there a walkable beach? Like, it's been so long. Like, was there like a walkable beach area, like on the water? Because the property is on the water. But I'm trying to remember if there was like a walkable beach area on the property. I don't. There was a beach. Okay, there was a beach. I didn't remember. But yeah, it's a beautiful property. 500,000. That's a for the location. That's a steal. And the amount of land you get, the amount of plots you get. See, that's the thing. You're gonna have to renovate, and once you renovate, it will justify raising the prices of the rooms. Again, this is just all me. I mean, this is just, I'm not an expert. I've never owned a hotel or guest house or boutique hotel. But the price is a great price. You're just going to need a little TLC, if you ask me. Somebody asked in the chat room why she's selling it, because she can't pass it down to anybody. Her family's in America, they don't care. Her spiritual son, she said she was gonna go in on his ass, but she stopped herself. She's 83. I'm pretty sure this property has paid itself off. 20 times over. So yeah, it's just. But I just think the only thing is she open to selling it to white people? Oh, she just renovated the roof 2 years ago. Okay, that's good. That's good. I didn't go into the when I was there. I didn't go into the museum. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I went into the museum. I might have peeked my head in there, but I don't remember fully walking around and touring the museum. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Trying to see if she has any more pictures of the property. The food was off the chain. The food was delicious. So I love breakfast food. Like I'm a breakfast guy. When I say though, she had probably at that time in 2018 when I stayed at the property, or 2017 when I stayed at the property. When I say she had the best pancakes I ever had in my life, at that time, I've had better pancakes since. But when I say the pancakes were so good, now the pancakes did take about 2 hours to get, but hey, it's Africa. In the words of Mama G, it's Africa. It's Africa. It did take about 2 hours to get them pancakes, but the pancakes was good. And I wanted to order some more, but we were leaving that day, and then I couldn't wait another hour and a half, 2 hours to get some pancakes. But the pancakes was off the chain, but it did take a while to get. You just got to be patient because, in the words of Mama G, we in Africa. But the food was off the chain. Right. When you're dealing with hospitality, man, you got to have certain managerial skills. It's more than just checking people into a room and getting paid and checking them out. Yeah, it's more than that. Well, I'm on their Facebook page now. But if you got 500K and you want a turnkey property in Africa, here you go. 500K. If you want to rebrand it, you can. But for 500K, Cape Coast, Elmina, I'm more of an Accra, if not Accra, Kumasi type of guy. But if you want to be in between Elmina and Cape Coast, you got 500K, you want a turnkey business that just needs a little TLC, hell of a deal to me. Well, it's 850K if you want to buy the brand. But I will personally go with my own brand. I will renovate it and then put my own brand on it. Yeah, but the location and the infrastructure is there. Again, you just got to spend $500. You get acquire the property for 500K, renovate it. I'll get some new, like all those rooms, all that old furniture is getting kicked. Everything's gonna be brand new in the chalets. And to get to the house. So what she said, so for $500K you could buy the property. $850K that gives you the rights to One Africa. So if you buy the property for $500K, you don't get you necessarily don't get the One Africa brand. This is the US dollars. You got, that's the thing. It's more than just buying a hotel. And I'm sure this stuff, it's negotiable. Yeah, it's more than just buying the hotel. You got to maintain it. And you got to have a plan. And I think just from listening to her, she didn't have the right people in place to maintain it. She's 83. She's like, she's done. And I don't blame her. But guys, links in the chat room. If you want to call in and add to the convo, you're more than welcome to call in and add to the convo. Well, like I said, I'm sure it's negotiable. But $500K for something that's turnkey. Let's see, your room, 65 a night, 9 rooms. We'll just round up to $100, $1,800. You know, $600, $18,000. You know, I mean, it works out. Go ahead, Louis.
Yo, bruh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I would say it's a good deal. Oh, Louis, you need to add some minutes to your MTN line. Louis, you're in the UK. Why are you calling on your MTN line? Louis, you're in the UK. Why are you calling in on your MTN line? Louis, you got to hang up and call back. Guys, links in the chat room. Link is in the chat room. If you guys want to call in and add to the convo, you're more than welcome to call in and add to the conversation. If not, we'll close out. Go ahead, Louis. Louis, you freeze it up, man. You can't be calling on your MTN line. Y'all calling on your UK.
All right, brother. Listen, that's not a bad deal at all, bro.
You're breaking up. Oh, man. Somebody said singular wireless. Louis, listen, call in on
my connection's normally quite good, you know.
Okay, it's better. I'm just saying, you got to call in on your Vodafone, not MTN.
No. In London, listen, this is Vodafone. London, man, the Queens.
Okay. I don't know. You might have got your dual SIM. You might have actually had it.
Can you hear me now?
MTN, not Vodafone. You sound better. Go ahead.
All right. Listen, that's a good deal. I'm telling you, bro. In Ghana, that property, that's in Cape Coast, right?
Yeah, Elmina, Cape Coast, yeah.
I mean, listen, come on, right? With what's projected for tourism in the next couple of years, right? If I'm gonna be looking at it myself, but not for me, but for my investment Ashanti boys. So if you guys you guys be messing around, come on, it's a time for us now, the younger generation, the African American brothers and sisters. We talk this shit all the time.
Right.
Carla, come on, the other boys, even you, Dennis.
Okay.
Even you, for business sake. I know Ghana ain't your place, but even for business sake, you know. Listen,
let me stop you. I have no problem with Ghana. I like Ghana. It's just there's
I
other
know.
countries. There's just other countries that I prefer.
I understand. I understand, brother. But right now, you see, to fight the fight, we need the finance to fight the fight. This is an opportunity we shouldn't be missing out on. I've got plenty of other ventures, but I know if nothing pops in within it, trust me, I've got a couple of boys who are going to go in there and have a good look, because this is good. Yeah? There is plenty of people with money who can do this from their back pocket, from the African-American community, especially the conscious community that she belongs to.
The conscious community.
So there's no, I mean, boys that come with
the conscious community, they
500,000.
It's the conscious community. They not. See, you gotta understand the conscious community is anti-capitalist, you know, and they ain't got the socialism together where they continue.
Even okay.
In fact, Lewis, the conscious community are probably gonna tell her that she's a capitalist and how dare you sell the property for that.
They're wasting their time. They're wasting their time.
That's what you'll get. That's what you get from the conscious community, trying to guilt her to give it away.
If they don't watch it, eventually people will just say, yeah. Because look, money talks on Africa. We need that's what people are missing. Other than that, we got plenty of black faces. But even for you, Diana, have a quick look. Think about it for business sake, because you already seen the vision.
I've been there before. It's just my first dollars is going to Nigeria, Sierra Leone, or Senegal. No
problem. But as an investment, if anybody got money hanging around, you can't ignore this one.
I'm just not.
And you know, in terms of the indication, you know you're not going to lose your money there in Ghana there.
Yeah, I know.
You modernize that place.
Right. It needs to be modern. Right? It needs to be renovated. But $500 is good, but it does need to be.
No, that one. Yeah. I mean, Bomani probably knows more for that one because he's been there.
This product. That's
right.
That's got it. So,
you know, if we talk about business investment, this and that, this is a steal. So I'm not joking. I thought she might. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, we don't grab it. The last side thing about it, right? If nobody sort of grabs it, or I mean, listen, people build private houses for that amount of money.
I know.
This is big front. I think you forgot the time you went when you fell. This is big front onto the ocean. People got married.
I know where it's at. I've been. I know where it's at. It's a great location.
Well,
and so she has the chalets. Then she has the main house. Yeah, it just needs a little.
And then she got a restaurant. And then you walk onto the beach.
I'm trying to remember. See, did she have a full service restaurant, or was it?
She did.
I don't remember.
She does. What happened when you went, right? You have to put in your order for the food so they can prepare it for you in the evening.
They brought the food to you, but I don't remember going to an actual restaurant. Amina, is there an actual restaurant there, Amina? Let somebody put in the chat room.
I think on it depends on what events is on. At the time you went, there might not have been a full restaurant. I think it's ordered and the lady came in, made it. But later on, when it got really popular, I remember she used to when she had a group, they used to put their food out in the beach sometime, lay it out. When Bomani used to go, obviously that was a big tour, so they'll lay the food out and so on. Right? So it depends what time of season, but I think if I remember, a restaurant might have been the kitchen, she called it, be open at certain times.
Okay.
And then what happened was I saw a wedding there once, a wedding.
Yeah. It's a small kitchen. Yeah, I don't remember there being a restaurant there. Small kitchen,
yeah. Then what happened was, man, don't forget in between the first year to the first 3 years you went, it got a bit popular. So I think when I used to see on YouTube, she was always adding stuff to it.
Right.
Unless she was in a different location or something. But anyway, I remember a beach being there and the rock, she had a rock, part of it was rock beach to hold back the government built to hold back the sea water coming in too fast. But you was able to walk to the sea, tag the sea with your hand and leg and all that. It's all there. I mean, it's as good as you're gonna get for a beachfront, right? So I'm thinking from terms of you, from a developer. I mean, I got a couple of phone calls. I'm gonna tell my boys they're gonna have a look, right? But in terms of a thing, it should really be nice if it remained in the African American hands. Yeah, right. With the history of it, but it needs modern. You know the score already. You already into this, so you already know the score. But it definitely needs to be modernized. You can keep the concept, the hats and all that, but you got to add some modern buildings behind it. This is a chance to do
Right. Well, like I said, it needs some renovation and modernization, but it's still a nice. It's still a nice for 500,000.
Yeah. You're not gonna if you want to do off the beaten track sort of thing, you can still carry on with that, but eventually you need man. I'm gonna look.
Listen, I would modernize. I put clawfoot tubs in the chalets, chandeliers. I already know what to do.
Listen,
I know what to do.
I'm gonna make a few phone calls. I'm up for the next 3 days. I'm gonna ring one of my customers
in the hut. It'll be the when I get done.
You can see.
Listen, when I got to get done, it'll be the sexiest hut. I'll have chandeliers, clawfoot tubs. Yeah, oh yeah, it'll be I already know what to do.
Right. Neon lights up.
No. We ain't going there.
This is the skill.
It's still gonna be classy. It's gonna be classy. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah. But I already got the idea.
I know two architects.
I have nice chandeliers, clawfoot tubs.
Yeah,
nice, beautiful, big king size poster beds, canopy beds. It'll be fly. It'll be fly.
I'll be going. Food
what kind of show like the sea.
Go ahead, Zago.
Go ahead.
We did not see like the sea view from the property. Like the aerial view. We can.
No, she's been on before for years ago. We've been watching her from our channel, so we both of us know.
Oh, okay, but I'm just saying, like the viewers do not know, including myself too. So we can.
I wonder. Let me see if I can find maybe somebody put a drone.
Your episode.
Yeah, because like if you want to sell a property, you want to make sure like all this information is available.
But don't forget, Dinus is taking it from another show, right, Dinus?
Oh, okay.
She done it.
Yeah. But I'm trying to. I think they might have had it on that video, but I want to see.
Good area, but listen, someone's gonna buy that thing. That ain't gonna hang around for long.
But what is the lease agreement on that property? Is it like it's still on like 99-year like lease agreement?
Well, she's a citizen, so definitely you get. It depends.
No, man. If it is a beachfront property, especially like the land agreement in Ghana, it's 99-year lease. It means when the time really elapsed, especially in that area, you gotta factor in you gotta do your research quite properly. If you got you're gonna have
either way. Listen, £500,000. I think he wants, right. People spending that on properties in East Legon and come on, that's nothing in Ghana. In the next couple of years, especially where that is, that's in Elmina Castle area, the Cape Coast. And if they put that airport there that they said, that's going to be hot.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if the agreement kind of riches.
I see.
They might have to
look at as well.
You might.
She's been on it at least 30 years.
Contract.
Yeah, you can do that. She's been on it at least 30 years.
Especially the beachfront property.
Yeah. Well, this one is not bad.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, because the fund, especially the Cape Coast region. They know a lot about land, all this kind of land stuff.
They know how much it's worth.
Yeah, they've been dealing with Europeans for far too long, so they know those kind of things.
Yeah. The thing is, right? They do know. They do know about it. The thing is, I know a couple of guys, for instance, for £500, they come on. Even if listen, £500, even if you had it for 30 years, trust me, you're gonna make your money. If you know what you're doing.
Yeah, someone is asking. Yeah, Sanders, like in Ghana, if you buy a property, a land, it's a lease agreement. You can only lease the land.
Listen, I tell my
for
listen, my
99
African
for
brothers
nine
and sisters,
for 99
they're not
years.
gonna change that. They're not gonna change that. You're not gonna come down there in a place with minerals like Ghana and just buy that bit. No, it's a lease. We all agree with. We gotta live with it. Okay, just get used to it. We know why we got it. We can change it, but it ain't gonna change. Because if we done that
And,
tonight,
you know,
tomorrow,
and especially in that region,
yeah,
to
it's our tourist. It's that, you know, that place. That was one of the first places I went to when I first started going back to Ghana, and it's about 96 or so. My uncle took me there. He was doing insurance work for some one of the hotels. So I went there with him just for like
but
a
wait, I
day
want to
ride,
ask
you know.
Dinus, like
And
how long has she owned the property over there? Like how
I
long?
think she's had it since like the early '80s.
Oh,
well, like 81 or 82.
Yeah, she's had it
Oh,
for a
that's
while
good.
now.
Yeah,
damn.
Rollins time. Yeah, she's had it for a long time. Her
So more
husband, I
than
think her husband is buried on that land.
so that's more than 30 years. Okay.
Oh, she was part of the original people that set up. You know when Rolling started the you know that like back to bringing the people back up. She's been out a long time. She's been out
So it means
Pan
if
Africanist
you
for
buy
years.
if you buy the property,
It's historic,
you still gotta factor in. I mean, how long is it gonna take you for it to kind of like
of course. But obviously, you got to get your lawyers to look at it, and
yeah.
but then all that means is that you go to the chiefs, and you know what I mean. You do the necessary. You update them. You know what I mean. Give them something as well.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to
So
just go to the chiefs. You have to also go to the land commission too as well.
yes, you got to
Yeah,
do the necessary. We got to be professional now. No,
yeah,
not this
professional.
side. This is a big plot. There's no way you can do this on the back street. Is this at the time she got it from like good price if I remember from interview that she gave, you know. But yeah, she's been there a long time. Her husband died, but I think obviously she's now mature now. She's retired. At the age she kept it going.
Was
But
her husband from
you know,
Ghana?
but like Diana says, no, her husband also African American. She bought I think it was a Hebrew Israelite brother. Although she didn't practice it, but she respected the culture. But she's always been conscious. You see her on video with Rawlings, President Mugabe. She's a real Pan-Africanist, you know. But she kept the business to this is what I was saying with Diana. Some people forget. You need a business with a struggle. You can't go Ghana empty-handed, my friend. You're no good to no one.
You know, Dinah's really made a very valid statement about a lot of us, like this self ownership stuff like that. Generally, like
listen,
when you die,
I'm not.
the business just die
Yeah,
along
it
with
dies
you.
with it.
Right, listen.
So
That's
I
it.
mean,
I
this
was
is a
speaking.
time.
I was speaking to one brother. This is the problem we've got in Africa, in black culture, especially in places like Ghana. So you got to make sure you've got succession. But obviously, she's got children. Obviously, they don't want to come back and be down with a struggle in it, yeah, or carry on with this business. But this is, I can't believe. There's no way this should let this go. This is for the price of this is a good steal. I got people I'm gonna ring up to go and have a look at that place. Just for the sake of looking at it, because you
But I
can't leave your
mean,
money in the bank. This is nothing, really.
Yeah, well, you gotta really do, your due diligence as well. Because you want to really understand, like,
yeah, of course.
Annually or in a month, like how much is she really making on that property, right? Like you want to know if there's really a market
the business
in that location.
She's made enough to sustain herself because of the deal she got years ago. That's what you get for investing early. She didn't invest it for money.
You gotta look at a bank statement. You gotta look at the financial statement to be able to determine that.
Oh yeah. But that's why she separated the business from, if you use a business name, right? And then there was a different price if you just get the land and the result, right? But definitely, if I'm buying it, I'm looking at that as a result to develop it for a modern, going forward. And obviously, if you need to get the lease to strike the lease so that you can do your deal, good. But for that price, I know people buying, spending more than that for land in blind airport residential, just for private property. So you can't lose with this one. I think black people, we got to catch it. You can't lose. Listen, if I had it, I'll put it there because I've already committed to my business, so I can't go too wild. But I know people who definitely could look at it. You know what I'm saying, home?
Yeah, they say like the properties like it's like
Say you grab that, right? You go to the bank. I know. Oh, it's hot. Listen, you grab this, yeah? Man, I'm not gonna do myself, and I'm not gonna tell you Negroes. I keep my business mouth to myself. But man, you grab that, you go to any of the main banks in Ghana. I know two particular one. That you know a few strings like I do, right? And you get an architect, he does you a couple of sketches, get a good plan, find out how much it's gonna cost to build it. Not go silly with the building, but nice. It could be nice without you spending silly money. I mean, I come from a technical background, so I know, right? And then what you do, you get the bank, they'll pay for the lot. Yeah. If you've got empty land in airport residential right now, okay, and say for instance you go to the top 3 banks in Ghana, all right? You get an architect to do that for you, right? The bank will guarantee you that money if you own that land and the land is empty. Because that's why the Arabs got the high rise going up all the time. So I think it's a good deal.
Well, I mean, the way to determine that is to just look at similar properties in that area and see if it's really
Oh
worth
yeah.
it. Otherwise, you
I
also
think
got like the financial statement of the property and see how much
but
they've really been
to the best
making
of my
over the
knowledge,
years on annual basis.
She's got regular customers that do come, but they're about the same age as her. They can't be traveling up and down all the time. It's a hotbed for tourism. Okay. They don't have enough hotels and all that. I bet you any money, give it less than a couple of months, you're gonna find some Lebanese guy gonna step in there, or some Arab or Indian guy gonna step in there, right? I think a Ghanaian businessman will come in there and grab that. I kid you not. Beachfront like that. Okay, the only thing is that I know that there's rock. You know where they put the sea defense in to stop the water coming in too much?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know.
Built
Like
some
the
of that
barrier.
around there. Yeah, they've got some of that there. If you don't mind that, they've got that there. So it's not like one of those beaches you just run on back naked and jump into the sunset and all that. It's a theme reserve. They built it so if you're aware of it, you can maneuver yourself around, make it look neat and nice. But people do surfing around there, funny enough.
Yeah, Louis got all the answers. Like you should be a businessman yourself. You should be a businessman.
Come on, listen. One thing we got to get right as conscious people, we got to see the vision that the foreigners are seeing, the Indians are seeing, the Chinese, we've got to see this. And Danny's got it now. Now he's in a business. He can see as a tourist. He remembers. So straight away, this needs you got to see something nice, something plush. Beachfront is not hard to develop a beachfront. Just a square building. Come on. In fact, there's a brother, Danny. There's a brother in Ghana, right? He's from America. He's developing, not far from there, actually, if I'm correct. He's developing a big beachfront area. He's got this boats that look like Mercedes, Ferrari cars. He's all over the YouTube, but he'd be too committed to take this on. But this, I think this is good. Or maybe the chieftain.
Nah, I don't know. You guys, links in the chat room. If you guys want to call in, you're more than welcome to call in and add to the conversation. If you want to call in, you're more than welcome to call in. Links in the chat room.
Yeah, man. I think it's really important. Okay, go ahead. I think it's really important to know like the lease agreements.
Yeah,
and also like the financial.
Of course, that's where you get your lawyers.
Yeah, if really it's really a hot spot that attracts a lot of tourism over there.
Listen, if I had the money, right, I'll go and buy it and probably just leave it there for a while. You just watch it go up. That's how hot that place is. Yeah, and when that airport comes on board, Dennis, we got a new international airport in Kumasi, right?
Well, I know they renovated the old one, so it was the old airport.
They didn't renovate it. They smashed it down, built a complete new one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, right, yeah.
Right. So go type in Kumasi International Airport. You're gonna see.
Yeah,
you're gonna be surprised next time you go there.
When I was in Kumasi, I think it was like 2021. It was under construction, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, is that international airport?
Oh,
It
yeah.
can fly from. It can fly internationally from Kumasi. How to
Yep.
like go to Accra?
Yep. Ethiopia have done about 7 flights already with customers
And you
in it,
don't have to have a. You don't have
and
to
it
have a
looks
layover through,
nice.
and no layover through Accra.
No,
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 it's always been
no.
it's
They
always been a
went
direct
direct
flight
from
to Accra.
Birmingham.
From Accra to Kumasi on like a 15-minute
No,
flight.
yeah, you're still gonna get direct flight.
Oh, it's like a 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Like
Well done.
15-minute
You might
flight,
have done
bro.
it. I think 15, 25 minutes is not a thing. But now there's gonna be what happened was they've extended the runway so it gets as long as Accra, and you can take the biggest jet now, right? So what's gonna happen now is, let me tell you how it works in Ghana. Okay, I'll tell you my knowledge of what I know. There
Wait, I
has
want to
always
ask.
been a fear. No, I don't want to lose this fault. Let me just say this. The reason why they hesitated doing this, all right, and Akufo-Addo was hoping that the Ashantis would be more on his side after he done the airport. It came a bit too late, right? But what happened was they always fear that if Kumasi or the Ashantis end up with their own international airport, they own this, they own that. You know that out of all the regions that can go on it by themselves,
So
the
listen,
Ashantis the ones who can go by themselves.
Lewis. Is this the Ashanti
I'm
Airport or is
telling
this
you
the
that
Ghanaian airport?
Kumasi International Airport.
Is that the Ashanti Airport or is it for all Ghanaians?
No, listen, it's called Prempeh the First.
Okay.
Well, when you hear the name, you got to hear the drum beat.
Louis
You got to hear the drum beat.
Louis is a tribalist, man.
That's it. You got to what?
But
I just got to give it to you. It has always been a fear. Yeah,
but maybe it's the airport.
That's it. Yeah, that's it, bro. And next time you go, you dancing. But Dan, listen, Dan, check this out. Dan, I kid you not. Listen to me. Right, when you go on YouTube, right, and just have a look at the way they've designed the airport, the Kente design they put around the airport in neon lights. It looks dope, bro. It looks nice.
You know, like the way Louis speak, diners. That's how the Ashanti speak in Ghana, like that. But arrogant.
Well, I know this guy. People I know is he got her Ashanti. So
what you say? What you say?
The majority of people I know in Ghana are Ashanti. So I know.
No, not really. I can't.
No. You know why? Because Dinah ain't stupid. He's a businessman. He moves with movers and shakers. He ain't silly. When I saw him going there and he was going there, he was in his 4x4. I said, man, I ain't even going to contact this brother. He's already got the hookup. You got to move in the right direction for business. You got it there. But check out the way they've done the airport at Dinah's, right? I want to take a picture standing right by that, the way they've done the Kenta cloth. It's modern. And it suits the airport. But they are always scared that if they give the Ashantis that confidence back again, that it might trigger something and they might start going, oh. So they're always scared. They're going to make sure the international airport remains in.
You notice why I'm not speaking along with him, because I myself.
But have you seen the one in the north?
No.
Go ahead, Louis, man.
But have you seen the one have you seen the one in the northern region?
No, I've never been to the north.
In Ho. Is it Ho?
I've never been to the north.
They've got an international airport as well. All right, you gotta go. You like it there. You probably be more at home there. I kid you not. I know you like the food there.
I like Kumasi. I like Kumasi.
Yeah, it's chicken.
Man, Louis, man, you making this American. They noticing like low-key, you kind of like tribalist a little bit,
No. Listen. Let me tell you something. No. It's not that. People always say, "Oh, we don't want tribalism." Listen, if you respect each other, that's the beauty of Africa. The different tribes can be the beauty of Africa if you are able to see the bigger picture that Nkrumah got all of us to see. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because each region, for instance, you know how we're running away with the tourism at the moment. Each region got their style of food. and we all eat each other's food.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And when you go to the north, they've got more varieties, right? So when you add that, you bring it all to Accra, that's where the
Elvis, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Louis is an Ashanti supremacist. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Listen. The first thing I do when I get on the plane and I'm on my way back home, right before I let my uncle know I'm there. I quickly get the driver take me around. There's a spot right by the back of what do you call it? 37 Military Hospital. There's a spot the soldiers go there, and then there's an Ashanti lady. She makes this soup. You go there. Different about 10 different types of soup. You pick your fufu. You pull it down there. The goat meat. Oh, that's the first thing I do when I get off the plane. I starve myself on the plane. Right, and then I hit that.
Man, what's funny, man? That is what's funny. You like Louis, right?
Nah, I'm getting hungry now thinking about it. You know what I mean? You get the roast, they roast it, and then they put it in it with a sheep, with a goat meat, and man, I used to have the kranti, you know, the grass cutter, but I don't eat that no more. I don't eat that.
No, man, I've never ate grass cutter before.
Yeah. What is it about? It tastes good though, bro. That's a far. You know my favorite. You know what my favorite bushmeat is? You know the deer with the mark on the back.
Yeah,
you know the actual deer. Well. It's like oh man, that's expensive anyway, right? The one with the deer on his back. When my dad used to go, he always used to tell the hunters to go and get some, and then within about a couple of days, he'll bring it around. But the deer. Because now you know they're doing it commercial farming. The deer, that's very nice. But I don't eat no snail. I don't eat the grass cutter because of religious practices. I do subscribe to the Hebrew Israelite thing, so I don't eat that. Apart from that, man,
antelope, yeah,
that's it. Apart from that, I don't mess about with the fufu as an Ashanti. Got to. Be done.
Fufu is like a typical Ashanti cuisine, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but everybody chopping it all over. But once you've had that, you know what I mean. You can.
Of course, it's a popular cuisine everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll go when I get there. I've got to start working out a bit more because once I'm eating the same I did that when I was about 20, and I ain't working out, so I'm going. Ooh. I saw that anyway. I lose it once the heat hits you. You lose it. You lose half of it.
Yeah, but you gotta switch your diet. Lose.
No, what it is, I'll tell you what it is. You know, I used to play semi-pro football. You know, I used to play that was that good. I used to play semi-pro, but I never saw it as a. And you know, you're messing around. In those days, back days, we doing sports in Ghana. Okay, all right, actually, yeah. It's really when Tony, your boy, and all them coming. Okay, can't play, man. Get out of it. It's too late. But listen, what's happening is that as you get older, and especially the job I'm doing, I'm driving the bus, taking people tour around. You're not moving around. And then you're still consuming food here. And here you eat because of that shift work. You don't get to sit down and eat properly, you know. So it's not easy, right? But anyway, when I get back there, I tend to lose weight when I'm there anyway. And I'm going to start exercising again so kids get a bit more trim. Because I'm not going to the bush to work. But mind you, when I start my woodwork, that tends to give you a good workout anyway. You know.
So I mean, Darius, I want to ask you about to piggyback to the original topic.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, she want to relocate back to the U.S. or what? Like, sell the property?
You know what? So I think she's living in Rwanda now. So she left Ghana. Yeah, she left Ghana some years back to move to Rwanda, like maybe 3 years.
I couldn't understand that. I thought I was crazy.
Well, she didn't like the area again, or what? What happened?
No, she's been in Ghana for about 30 years.
Yeah, but sometimes, like,
you
know, sometimes when you live in an area over time, you outgrow the place. You want to change a different, location.
You know, and she wanted to move to Rwanda, but I couldn't see. I think she does a lot. She does a lot of help with the lady work. You know, she helped the ladies do the sewing and she helped them start businesses. She's one of those type of people. She likes things from the ground up, and obviously she built this with her husband from ground up.
Oh, so she lives in Rwanda now. So she likes Rwanda because Rwanda is probably clean. It's cleaner than Ghana, I suppose, right?
No. Listen, Rwanda is only the capital, man. Beyond that, there's no Negro want to live there. Trust me, you ain't gonna want to live under that man's regime. You go there and do the
come on, man.
A lot of black folks are moving to Rwanda because the roads are good.
Yeah, around that circle bit. Beyond that, that's it.
Have you been in Rwanda? You been in Rwanda?
I've never been to Rwanda.
Diners.
Oh, we got oh boy, we got Ola coming. Go ahead, Ola.
Hey, Ola. Ola.
Go ahead, unmute yourself, Ola.
Hey, help me out, bro.
Nah, man, he's not gonna help you out, man.
Let Ola talk. Go ahead, Ola. Go ahead.
I like Louis, man. Louis is my kind of guy, man. I like his passion and everything.
One day I want to talk to you in front of you, let you all see how I do.
But Louis,
one day I'm gonna have you watch.
The only issue I have with Louis, he talk all his toughness on the camera, man. He doesn't do that in real life. That's my issue with Louis.
No, why do you say that? Go ahead, Kidola.
No. Louis is a straight shooter, man. Louis,
thank you.
Louis my age mate. The way we grow up, the way we see things is different than what this boys of that 20s that are doing now.
They do it. It's different in the world now.
I think that woman is old, right? That woman is about
80. She's quite mature.
I think she need to sell those properties now because before it starts getting too late.
Yeah,
she enjoyed Ghana.
I mean, Ola, why? I mean, that's because she's relocating to a different place. If she was staying over there, why the need to sell the property?
Yeah, no, she was feeling, but she doesn't live in Ghana no more. And the kids are not coming back there.
Let me tell you something, my bro. If you look like West African, right? I think one thing that Black Americans get wrong, if you look like West African, which they look like 100%, you have to move to East African. They will see you as West African.
Yeah. Even though you may look like some of them, they're not gonna know and tell you. Even here, they tell me. They know straight away I'm West African.
Yeah. So going to a place whereby because they don't know the nitty-gritty of African kind of behavior, My brother, if I start with Rwanda, then Ghana man is there. My brother, I wrote to that Ghana man one. We understand each other.
Yeah.
First of all, we're emotionally connected to each other. You understand? We eat similar type of food. We think almost the same, right? East Africans, Burundi, Rwanda, man, these are different people.
And
Let him finish, Louis.
Go ahead.
When they want to hit you, they will hit you hard. You understand? I understand, she want to experience other place, maybe to enjoy the rest of her life, but she will do it pretty good in Ghana. She's a Ghana citizen.
Yep.
The way they will quickly in anything rescue her in Ghana is different.
Yeah.
In Rwanda, that's just the truth because of the cultural. I don't know Rwanda culture.
Man, but Ola, man, we come from West Africa. West Africa, man. One little problem about us, everything is about money. Money, give me money. Nobody does something for you, though.
Listen, if you get to certain
comfortable place, Ola, man.
No, if you get to certain comfortable place,
I will stay in Ghana, man. Forget it. I will. If I stay in Ghana, look, I live in Nigeria, right? If I stay in Ghana, I will still have memory of. I'm living just like my territory, right? I wake up, I see people that I can greet with. I wake up, I see people that I think I like with. Bro, I live in Ghana than going to live in East Africa. That's just 100%.
Yeah, but Ola, Ola, there are certain like a cultural way of doing things that you probably are used to because you live in Nigeria or something like that you might probably get accustomed to when you come to Ghana, right? I mean,
yes,
Black Americans, they are like a lot of them probably are used to like begging or maybe paying to
begging is not that bad in Ghana.
Wait. I'm saying, or maybe paying to get certain things done. And then if you go to Rwanda, you probably see a better alternative.
Right.
Man, you might probably. Let's say like if you want to get certain things that maybe you have issue with certain things just to get with your property, you want to get a permit or something. You got to meet this person. You got to meet that person.
Straightforward in Rwanda. You don't get no rubbish. It's like America.
Probably going to take you a long time to get things done, man. Man, if I'm Ghanaian myself, and I notice because at the end of the day, it's about profitability and comfort, right? if they can make more
I
profit
don't think
and
even. I
comfort
don't
over
think.
there, why not? Why
Yeah.
not? Why not
I think she
relocate?
was doing charity work last I heard on one of her
Bro,
things she
bro,
was
Yeah, but the
doing.
hotel
bro,
is not a charity work. The
the
hotel is
freedom
not
of
charity
living
work.
in Ghana, the freedom of living, you have to prioritize your freedom first, right?
Yes. You're
The
not getting it
freedom,
in Rwanda.
the freedom that she will be living in Ghana is far different from the freedom to be living
Yeah.
in Rwanda.
Yeah.
You
Oh
understand me?
man,
No,
Ola, have you been there
That's just the
before though?
truth.
Have you been there before?
no documentary.
No,
The
no, no,
people
no.
there
Look,
who the African Americans
bro,
go
Oh
there.
man,
look,
but
Yeah.
Dallas is saying that otherwise. The many of them that go over there, they kind of like it
look,
over there.
No, many of them
Zongo,
didn't.
Zongo. You see, let me just tell you the truth. You see,
Let
sometimes
Jay speak. He's from
Nigeria
Rwanda. Let him
and
speak.
Ghana fight over market, right? You know why they don't
Yeah.
kill each other? They don't hurt each other like South Africa. You know why? You know why? Is that relatability
Yeah.
that they have. You understand me? I watch it sometimes. They fight all the people. They come and take our
But
market.
it's not.
You know what?
It's not
You know what? They don't hit each
physical.
other. Start killing each other. You know why? Because they see each other as almost like one. They will fight, right? They will throw
Only for
hands,
territory. That's it.
right? They will throw hands, right? But still, at the end of the day, they'll go eat your love rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
They
understand
know
me?
they'll get a Ghana man go and get that store for
They
him.
will say, "You this
Then
Nigerian
come
woman,
next
so you
one.
this Ghana woman." They fight there with mouth. But
Yeah.
have you ever seen that they ever delete each other?
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
no, it never happened because of
Yeah.
the credibility they
Yeah.
have, the connection they have, the way they say things. You know, it's just mouth. At the end of the day, hey you, hey you. At the end of the day, jollof rice or
Yeah.
fufu. I know these things.
Market
And
woman.
that's just the truth.
Yeah.
The city also you see black American, no matter whatever it is,
They
or
yeah.
LP or
They
not
know
Yeah,
each
but
LP.
other.
Ola. If we haven't been in Rwanda before, we can't just guess. You know, like at least we gotta be a little
He's
bit
not guessing.
objective.
He's not guessing. You can
Exactly.
Okay,
get an
okay.
idea.
Can we allow Jay
People
to
go in
speak?
there and
Maybe he
do a
come from
review.
LP.
Let Jay speak. Go ahead, Jay.
I haven't been to Rwanda. Hello, people.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
haven't been to Rwanda before, but I have a lot of experience in Kenya, Ghana,
Yeah.
Nigeria. I can see why some Americans would prefer East Africa. From what I see in Rwanda, it's very similar to Kenya and South Africa. Like these three countries in the East are extremely modernized. Like if you go to Nairobi, it's very hard for you to see a dusty road. You know, like in
Man, get the
Ghana,
hell out of here, nigga. Sorry my language.
Oh,
Sorry my language.
come
Come on.
on, Louis.
You
Louis,
know?
come on, man.
very serious.
We can't use the N word, man. Come on, we can't use the N word, man.
Please,
Come
bro.
on.
Okay,
Look,
Louis, let
I
him
know
talk.
what.
Let him talk. Let
Go
him
ahead.
talk.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let him
Go
talk.
ahead. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
You
I've
gotta mute
spent
your
a lot
mic,
of
Louis.
time.
Mute your mic.
I'm gonna be.
I mean, parts of Rwanda are not that developed, but from what I see online, it's a very developed city. And I live in Kenya. I just got back actually. It's Nairobi is extremely modern. The internet is so fast. Like half the time, I feel like I'm in a modern city there. Like you go to the malls, everything is quite organized. Also, by the way, in Rwanda, um, I don't agree with some of their politics. For instance, if you're a foreigner, you can't really own your land outright. I think that they give you 30 years or something like
I mean, Jay. I mean, you said you've been to some countries in West Africa. Can you show like some of like the differences that you saw? Like you kind of like more like East Africa as compared to the countries you've been to in West Africa. Like pretty just be
that. Okay.
just your own
Well,
preference.
with East Africa, I find that things can be a little bit more organized. Like if you want to buy land in Kenya, which I've gone to realtors, even at property estates, you can get all that done in like sometimes a day or a week. In West Africa, you have to go through loopholes, going up and down, doing a bunch of stuff. But East Africa, they just have their things more digitized and organized. West Africa, we're a little bit held back, and our internet is not as fast compared to East Africa. In East Africa, you can still pay like $40 for a really fast internet. Like I think Kenya and South Africa might be the countries on the continent with the fastest internet. Another thing is roads. Like I cycle in Nairobi. Like it's so good. You can ride your bike. You can walk on the sidewalk. You can't walk on the side. There's no sidewalk in Ghana.
Yeah,
I mean, there is,
you're
but
right there.
rarely. There is a sidewalk in Accra, but very rarely. But
It's mostly occupied by the
By the
street
bloody
hawkers.
traders, the hawkers.
The hawkers.
Yeah, the hawkers. You're right. You're right.
I agree with you, brother. They are more advanced in terms of the infrastructure.
But what about Nigeria? When you went to Lagos, like what about there?
I mean,
it's not really. Yeah, it's not. Lagos isn't, because again, you got the street hawkers and then the open gutters.
The street hawkers, same problem in Ghana.
But Abuja's a little more.
Yeah, Abuja is very well organized.
Yeah, Abuja is very organized. Like Abuja,
because they built it from scratch. You see, they built it in the 80s.
Wait. Let's listen to him because he went to East Africa. Let's listen to him.
So Abuja is, like Louis said, Abuja was built from scratch. They had time to organize it a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Lagos is modern, but too many people, and Lagos gives me anxiety.
Wait, but I'm talking about what about processes to get things done? Like you say
in Lagos, it's the same as Ghana. Lagos, Nigeria and Ghana is the same thing. Guys.
Yeah, listen, administration in West Africa is not good. We gotta step it up. They are better at it in East Africa. I gotta admit.
When it comes to getting buying things and getting things done,
things get done faster in East Africa. I promise you.
In terms of paperwork,
you can buy land in 1 day in Rwanda. Even in Uganda, you can buy land in 1 day.
You know why? It's a dictatorship. That's why.
Well, I see why. O'Shea Duke Jackson went over.
That's why he went to Uganda. I was surprised.
This is kind of okay. It kind of makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. No. So things.
But what about scamming? Like, is scamming like something that East Africans, is it like extreme compared to West Africa or something like that?
Scamming?
Scam. Like that's one of like the impediments of this, places in West Africa. Sometimes.
Listen, you get scamming away. Scamming. I think we make too much of it, but it's important. All that depends on administration. You see, once you tighten the administration,
Are you from Liberia?
Yeah, but Louis, man, I'm from Ghana, man. But buying a land in Accra, man, I don't trust stuff like that over there.
No, please just stay away from Accra.
But I know.
Bro, are you from Liberia?
Accra, they're selling plots of land for a lot of money. Like I'm talking.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's supply and demand.
Someone might even sell you a state property, a public land, as though it's your own private property, and you go to
no. Listen.
Oh man, come on, man, stop it, man. This girl, dynasty.
Hey, please don't put my people down that bad. Listen to me.
The girl that dynasty, but I'm not saying it's the girl. I'm saying the ordinary people. There's one lady, African American lady, that dynasty interviewed. She said she was sold a land, but part of the land also is a state land, and it's not allowed for you to buy a state land.
See, okay, so why
didn't she get it checked out?
Yeah, she didn't do that. That's because we don't have the system. Like the government,
listen. The government has the system.
The government has to sanitize the system, though. Like the fakers have to get out.
There's two ways to go. You can do it the proper way, be patient, or do it the back street. You trying to do it the back street, and they knew you, they saw you coming.
Man, but Louis, man, let's not he just say that in East Africa you can buy a land in a day. Come on, man.
It's more advanced.
We have to talk about the West. East Africans are not so as rich as the West Africans.
Thank you. They don't have liquid money.
Yeah, the demand of land in West Africa is very, very high.
Man, no, but come on, man.
Zongo, in West Africa, both Ghana and Nigeria, you can pass literally a place for 6 months. Come back after 2 months.
Your money gonna
buildings everywhere.
The money gonna
because the demand is very high. Things happen, but in these East Africa countries, they're not really that.
Apart from tourism, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so there's nothing to really. That's what things are quicker to do. Things are easier to fix up. West Africa, they value their land a lot, and they have a lot of money because
and we got minerals underground as well.
Yeah, things are happening. So it's about
yeah, but so are you trying to say they don't have minerals over there too? Let's not go that route, please.
They got tea.
Because if you haven't really researched the land of that country,
who told you they haven't researched the land? You think the white man was just scratching his ass there?
But I'm saying if you haven't done that, you can't.
Okay, what they got underground then? You tell me what they got underground.
Oh,
they got tea.
I don't want to go to my details into you, man. Like
they don't have that much.
We don't want to make. We don't wait. We don't want to make assumptions over here. Let's not.
No, it's not assumption. You can go to any geological.
If you don't come from the country, even in Ghana.
No, you don't need to come from the country. How do you think people miners come and do investment in certain places in the world? You can go right now on the internet, go the geological area of each country, and 60% of it, at least 60 to 80, has been mapped out.
So that's where one thing, guys. If you're trying to, something I don't like about West Africa is
listen.
When let me give you an example. What they call in Ghana and Nigeria is complete BS. It's complete
what's
BS.
that? What's that?
Let him talk, man.
Like what I don't like about West Africa, particularly Nigeria and Ghana, is the word luxury. Like if you're trying to buy a property in Ghana or Nigeria, the word luxury has been abused so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, let me finish, guys. Oh my God. So I tried to buy an apartment in Kenya last year for $60,000, $73,000. You get what actually is luxury, like a 2-bedroom with a wraparound terrace with trees looking outside and you see trees everywhere. That's luxury. With the laundry machine in the terrace, things like that. Then you go to Nigeria and they want to sell you some BS and they call it luxury. Go to Ghana.
Listen, let me answer you. Let me answer you, brother. What has been the mainstay of Kenya all these years? What has been the mainstay for them?
It's been the animals and tourism. Like I know that.
Thank you. Stop right there. Stop. No, stop right there. So because of that, they cater, they work the economy around those things. So as a result, the rich might come in. Okay, they see the money, they've done a little investment, so they've got more tourism money. It's like the Caribbean, for instance, in Africa. Their tourism is advanced than us. But look at the size of our continent.
Yeah, okay? But like,
hear me out. Hear me out.
You have so many guys.
Can you let me answer the question? Let me make my point. Because of that tourism trade, okay, there's going to be competition for hotels. So now they've been doing it longer. They've got the bigger companies all there now, just like you're getting now in Ghana that was not there before. It's time. And because they've worked that thing a bit more, when you talk about luxury, people they're going to be working on it a lot more. So they've had longer years to do it. You go back to Ghana the next couple of years and you're going to see. I'm seeing luxury now. There's Arabs in Ghana on YouTube. They are selling like Banana Island. They're building a place like Banana Island right by airport residential. They're putting the flats up and they're selling it before they even finish building it, before they even break that ground. 500,000. You go in there and you tell me that ain't luxury.
Yeah, but that's called off-plan real estate. But it's too overpriced. Right. It's too overpriced.
Okay. Like, you know why? It's supply and demand. There's more people going there. Listen, there's a Nigerian guy next door going to next and buying the whole place and blows of money in Accra, just buying the whole damn thing. And they make it like
but stop it, man. Let's stop doing this kind of conversation.
Listen, no, what do you mean stop? Go on YouTube and look.
You just said, hold on, man. I'm from Ghana, just like you, man. But sometimes,
but you ain't been there. You ain't on the ground like mine. I told you the other day, you're not like me.
Wait. Are you serious?
You're not on the ground like me in Ghana. Sorry, forget it. I got boys. I got connect boys.
Man, I grew up in Ghana, man. You came here since you were a kid.
But where are you going when you're in Ghana, Nima?
But I said wait. Okay, I told you I grew up from the Gateway. That's me. See, I even work for the GMPC, man. Stop it, man.
Listen, last time I was in Ghana, right? I went to the Accra. I had to go to Accra Polo Club and play squash with my uncle. You know who he played? He played the Nigerian ambassador. That's who he was playing. That's his mate.
You know.
That's who I'm. So when I go to Ghana, you go that way. I go this way. We're on two different fields. You might get robbed.
Oh, okay,
right?
man. I get what you say. I get what you're saying, man.
I
But the
hear
point
you.
I'm trying
I
to say, like,
understand what.
when you said that Kenya, man, I just checked Kenya's mineral resources, ISO gold. A lot of the stuff that we have in Ghana, they also have it too, right? But we don't know like wait,
Okay.
let me finish. We didn't know the extent of the reserve they have, and I haven't really researched how much they are making annually. But sometimes we don't want to jump into conclusion, right?
Bro, your country is the biggest gold producer in Africa. What are you arguing about?
Man, I get what you're saying. Man, stop. Like, I get what you're saying.
40% of the land, if not 60, 40% is pure gold, my friend. What are you talking about? Go to the geological department on the internet and go and check it. You don't even know what you got.
No, I know, man. I know. South Africa is a leading producer in after Ghana, man. We know that. We know.
The luxury will come. Don't worry. It's
But
already
wait. But Louis, he's right about what he said though. Because even me myself, I have to come to the US to see. God damn it, what Ghanaians and Nigerians have been living in luxury. That's like some ordinary shit over here in the US.
Nigerians know luxury. Look, real Nigerians got money.
Oh man,
listen to me,
man.
Bro. Real Nigerians who got money, that you don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, man. Trust
real
me.
Nigerians who got money.
Man.
Guys, let's talk.
But I'm saying, but the point I'm trying to say is that a lot of the times what we call luxury, that's like wait, let me finish, man. Allow me to finish. That's mostly like a middle income class facility over here in the US.
That's for you. That's for you and the people you know.
Oh, come on, man.
Shit, that's for you.
Oh, man.
Shit, that's for you, my brother. That's why I said I walk that way, you walk that way.
That's for you. Zongo, I agree with Louis. In Nigeria, there is luxury apartments, but it's still not on par with
none of it is on par. We're a developing nation. We're developing. Okay? The standard in Africa is South Africa, what they're doing. And I'm seeing it. Now listen to me.
Hey, Dinah, can you drop the link for Jonathan? Because he actually living there.
Yeah. Let me put the link in the chat room.
Right.
Guys, hit the like button. We'll close out in like 20 minutes.
Right. The point I'm making, right, is that you're talking to someone, you're talking luxury. I'm in the furniture business. That's I spent 6 years in the London College of Furniture, nigga. I know my shit.
Hey, look, we can't use the N word. We can't use the N word, man.
I'm sorry. I keep using that. I'm sorry. Right. But what I'm trying to explain to you, okay, is that if the demand is there, it will be there. It's always been there, but for the elite. Now it's coming on board. And I'm seeing, you just have to go on YouTube and you'll see it. The building coming on board is going to shock you. Okay?
I feel like property in Ghana depreciates the moment you buy it.
Oh man, we
just what the hell you talk? Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something. Right, my father was giving 4 plots of land, £1,000 each. Okay, this is 1996. He was a part of the House of Chiefs, and the Ghana people didn't like him. So they, the property was going up. They said, "No, you want to make some investment." So my dad just to give him of his back to spend £1,000. 4 of them. Okay, because my silly sister, we lost them all. But anyway, 4 of them, each one of them is worth over 140,000 just for the land. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about houses in Accra. You have real estate people selling houses in Accra for $200,000. How much are you?
Man, it's just
selling?
No.
How much are you sell a $200,000 house that is all cement? There's barely any tree. The nature that's there is like a box of fake plants.
Okay, that's not the property I'll go in. I don't know what property you're going into, my friend.
Airport residential.
Ghana is one of the hottest. It's one of the hottest right now real estate places in the world. Go list. That's what Arabs are saying.
Hell no. Well,
you go more like
it's all promotion, man. Stop it, man. It's all
promotion. See, you putting down your own country. Go and speak to the rich Nigerians who go to Ghana every week for a shit.
Let me pass it to Jonathan and we're gonna close out. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Yeah, I think the place you're selling is nice. I'll be interested in buying it. But Louis, as a descendant of people likely from West Africa, I understand. But ain't no way in hell you're gonna say that West Africa got luxury apartments, luxury anything.
No,
what they consider to be. I've been to Nigeria's luxury hotel. and ran straight to the Hilton the minute I got a chance. Okay, there is no luxury in West Africa.
No,
Only
you haven't
luxury
been
in
to Ghana,
comparison
brother.
to where
You haven't
everyone else is
listen, you
living.
haven't
You
been
can
to Ghana.
consider it luxury. There's no
Let him
luxury,
finish,
bro.
Louis.
Brother,
Let him finish.
listen.
Let him finish.
There's no luxury in Ghana.
Now, my wife, I was interested in moving to Ghana. You know, I was gonna be a
What year did
proud
she go?
follower.
What year did she go?
And this was in 2020.
Okay, she
In
didn't see much then. She didn't go to the right place.
I was just in
each
Ghana
time she said, "Hell no, just stay in Nigeria." It's so bad. They were trying to overprice. Hell,
Brother, listen.
talk about
Listen, go on
$2,000 a
YouTube. Go on
month,
YouTube
pay
right
2
now.
years up
Brother,
front.
Louis.
And when I looked at it, I was just like, "What? I'd rather buy a
okay,
home
go
in
on YouTube right
Mississippi."
now. No,
I'm
listen.
telling you.
Go on
No,
YouTube
Louis, you
right
got to
now.
be honest.
Hey, Jonathan, man,
Louis.
that's what I was telling man. See, a lot of times you got to come to US to really understand luxury. You get what I'm saying? Because man, a lot of the luxury. When I was in Ghana, the luxury that I heard, man, when I came, I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
but
like
you see,
yo,
this is the problem.
there's some
This is the
average
problem. Look,
ass
hear me out.
luxuries over there.
There's different type of luxuries, brother. Okay, there's different levels. Okay, they've got luxury in Switzerland. Okay, they've got luxury in South Africa. They've got luxury in parts of Spain.
Luxury
In England,
in
listen,
Kenya is
you
on
know what?
par with being luxury in South Africa, luxury damn
Thank
near
you.
in any Western
Thank
city.
you. You know
I could
why?
run down the street. I
No, do you
felt
know
safe.
why?
I felt good. That's
Very
not
good.
in West
You know
Africa.
why,
Just
brother?
gonna have
Do
to
you
be
know
honest
why?
about it.
Because that's their
I agree with you.
mainstay. That's their mainstay. It's not oil. It's not gold. It's luxury. That they have to go that way.
Bruh.
We are developing it now.
Oh,
So
Louis.
it's all well and good, right? And by the way, Kenya's got the biggest slum in Africa. So don't please let's ease up with
Louis.
it with a thing. They're developing too.
Hold
Chill.
up.
Don't go
Hold
too hard
on, Louis. Hold on,
on
Louis.
West Africa.
I got something to say about that part too. Now, I'm one of those
Yeah.
hood people. You know, I like to go to the worst places, but then,
Have
you
you seen that
know,
hood? Have you seen that slum?
I've been to the slums, bro, and I was expecting to see what the white people show. But when I went to the slums, I'm like, this ain't bad.
Okay,
No,
good luck
Louis.
to you.
They
I'll leave
talk
you lot for
slums,
that.
but it's not no real slum, bro.
What? The
It's
slum
not a real slum. It's not a real slum. As a
Listen.
person that grew up in an American slum, I know slums, and that ain't a slum.
Oh
I
man,
seen
man.
Nigerian
You
slums.
trying to tell me
I
there's no
seen
worse slums like that in America? Come on, that
man.
slum is got to listen.
Man,
listen, I'm
Jonathan,
telling
man,
you.
Africa got to go.
When I went to
Jonathan,
Kibera,
man.
I was
Yeah,
expecting to
that's it.
see
That's the place.
straight, dirty, raggedy poverty. That is not what I seen. You want to say there's unemployment and robbery? Cool. All right. But there's more than that than just being a slum.
Listen, the slums
It
in
wasn't
Africa is a
bad, bro.
disgrace. None of them are any good. So long as we got them, we're all failing. Me, I want to bulldoze them. Listen, let me tell you
I
something.
would rather live in a slum in Kenya than live in a regular place in Nigeria.
Okay,
It's just not the same, bro.
I don't know what level. Right? Listen, you know what I used to say when I used to go to Ghana. I used to say when I started going in 1996, when my mom died. When I started going, certain places I go to, I was so fed up with it. I used to tell them, take me to the village because I knew there in the village I'm going to see natural bush, right? Natural, walk, dirt road. I like that. That's why I'm actually building it in the village first. As someone who works in the design, who actually draw things from scratch, I get fed up when I see bad roads. That really irritates me, right? Basics, we can't even do the basics. Road taken up by women, get selling products. Rich people get taking up all the space to make the pavement part of their luxurious house because no one's checking on them. Okay, we will get there, but I've seen a difference. I'm telling you, I know an African American couple went on YouTube who went to a luxury show in Dubai, and they're telling us the next real estate is West Africa, and Ghana was one of them.
Man,
So you sit there because you don't have the vision, and you watch some Lebanese man come and go make money in that same place you're rejecting. You got to have the
Louis,
vision.
you can't say you sit there. You sitting in the UK. You're gonna have to go to Ghana and show us.
Man, Louis,
You got to go to Ghana and show us. You can't be sitting in the UK for 45 years and talking like this,
Come on,
Louis.
why you being unfair like that?
That's disrespectful to us.
I've been through a lot.
I understand that.
And I need my spirit
But Louis,
lifted.
you've been in the UK longer than I've been born. Okay.
You heard you heard what Louis told me. He said when we go to Ghana, I'm going on that way and he's going on the other way. We are not on the same level, even though we both from Ghana, right? Go ahead, free game. Go ahead, free game.
No, I understand what the brother is saying. Definitely, you can see quite clear. I used to go out with Kenyan girls. The women are lovely, right? But all I'm saying is that there's a reason why. Ours is coming. Be patient. That's why when our president wanted to put up a nice cathedral, which is the most beautiful structure in the black world,
man, Louis,
you same Negroes be complaining. And then you want us to have luxury.
Hey, free game. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. You know, West Africa. It seems I never been to West Africa, but it just seemed like it's a hassle for every single thing. Like
what
getting there is a hassle, and like I have friends that go over there all the time. I have friends that go over there all the time, and they get off the airplane and they can't even bring anything new into the country. Like,
I
Louis,
tell you why, brother.
Let him talk.
It just seemed like I want to go to West Africa, but it just seemed like a struggle for every single thing you do. Like, you have to live there in order to uh, um, fit in with the customs and the cultural norms and stuff like that.
Brother, it's like that everywhere. Don't be scared of West Africa. And listen, you can go east, go south. Unless you've been to West Africa, you ain't really been back home. I'm telling you straight. You can go on them Kenya, this and that. But unless you hit West Africa,
I think the vibrant culture of West Africa, right? Kenya is a little bit sober. If you don't want to
it's cool, it's nice.
You need to come to West Africa. Have you ever seen the Daily December in Ghana and see how vibrant it can be? Look, you talk about people who depend on tourism. Nairobi is very developed. It might be some certain little aspect of it and everything, but you cannot compare people who do hard businesses to make money, want to live large on their own settings. The culture, West Africa is very heavily cultured up.
Thank you. This is it. If you want a culture.
So if you see the way they believe, it doesn't because they live in big cities.
Try. No one moves to a place with culture.
Anytime, any day, bro. I've never been to Ghana, but I've seen it.
Kadola. You didn't go to Germany for the culture. No one's moving anywhere for culture. Okay, we're gonna stop this nonsense. People move to places because of quality of life or because of opportunity. They're not moving anywhere for culture.
Okay, but hear me out, brother. You trying to tell me that you honestly just moved to Africa just for the quality of life only?
I said quality of life and opportunity. There's opportunity, but in terms of quality of life, it ain't West Africa.
Okay,
except maybe Abuja. Not even Lagos, just Abuja. Only Abuja got quality of life.
Right. You see, Darnus is quiet.
But what's considered to be luxury in Nairobi is not luxury in Abuja.
Where is that?
Thank you. That's one thing with Darnus. When he left Kenya and he said it a few times. I said, okay, he gets it now. Okay, now, how do we adjust it? Because some people
Darnus got a spiritual connection to West Africa. That's all that is.
I'm connected to West Africa. All types, any type of way.
It make you feel like you in the South.
Darnus got 2 West African passports. The minute that Kenya offers him a Kenyan passport, he ain't never going back to West Africa again. Just watch. I'm telling you.
Who's that?
Who's that? Dinus got a Liberian passport and a Nigerian passport. No, I mean
okay. Listen, I don't see people flooding to Kenya. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Why?
When you go like you can go to any part of Africa, but it's just even though it's inconvenient as hell in West Africa, you just feel like you're missing something. It's just like
it's developing.
It's just like you know how you go down. Y'all, some of y'all probably not from the South, but it's like when you go to the South and you just sit down and just watch grandma talk, watch granddaddy talk. It's just something about the West African spirit that you just have to go. It doesn't matter how messed up it is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
I know. Yeah, that's the culture bit, right? So now, on top of that, now we need some modernity. You understand? Okay, this is what we're searching for. Once the African gets the modernity, Europe ain't gonna get nobody come and wipe their old women's asses. That's the end of the road for them. So this is our struggle now. We got to get that modernity, right? All Europe is, and you Western is just good roads, basic healthcare. Even that's crap now, right? Listen, once you do good roads in Africa, people can get basic jobs. We got the sun and everything. We're gone. We're gone. It's not that we're not that far. I praise Kenya that they've advanced. I praise that. But in them looking for their modernity, they've lost their culture. I saw Obama's first trip over there, and they were entertaining our first black president, and they were doing karaoke, for God's sake.
You're right.
Yeah, man. But no, man. But so you want to tell me? So you want to tell me?
Obama went to the House of Parliament in Ghana, and they started blowing the horn, the traditional bugle horn.
Man, stop it, man. Man, stop it, man. Stop it, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it.
Danny's been there. Awesome.
Man, see, culture is not just visual. You get what I'm saying? But the mindset, even most West African man, has been colonized, man. Let's not
no. You see.
Hey, come on, man.
No, you see.
Man, I don't want to, man. Come on, man. Stop it,
bro.
man.
This is where. Listen. This is where the tribe is important, because your particular tribe, or maybe your family, haven't embedded that culture to make it like that. You becoming loose.
Oh no, I'm not, man.
I went out with a beautiful Kenyan woman, okay? Right? And yeah, but when I look at her, and I'm thinking,
crazy,
no,
man. Lose is crazy, man.
No, this when you look at it, right, the wave across, right? If I was marrying a Nigerian woman, I know straight away I've got to get some money together. I've got to go see the daddy. I've got to get one of my Nigerian friends to accompany me. I hope I get a knock on the door. Everything's going to be cool. I didn't have to do that with a Kenyan. You understand? It's good, but apart from the ones in the it's too catered to the colonial too much. It's too catered. They've lost that. There's a certain thing they've lost. Okay.
So wait. So
after that, I'm gonna pass the free game. Then we got to close out.
Okay. See, man, Louis.
Have you seen a girl to that diner?
Wait, see, Diners, right? See, Louis is saying like he's an Ashanti guy, right? The tree that you speak, I speak that too as well. And now, if you go to Ghana, a lot of let me finish.
Let him finish. Then pass the free game.
A lot of the tree speaking people, they are mostly Christian, man. If you listen to them, their mindset, there's nothing indigenous about them, man. It's everything Christianity.
My friend, you don't understand.
Stop it, man.
You don't understand. What do you mean by when you say you're talking religion now or culture?
It's part of it, man. Religion is part of culture too.
Huh?
It's part of everything.
But the religion is only a small part of it. But you blowing that up, I see that's the me or and then no.
You just said you just said in Kenya they're doing karaoke. What makes you think in Ghana they are setting bars or pubs that don't do that kind of thing over there?
Listen. Let me tell you something. No Ghanaian is going to invite the first black president of America and sit him down and then do karaoke. You crazy?
Man, let me tell you one thing. See. Even in Ghana, like I never heard about baby shower before. I had to come to Ghana I had to come to the US to hear about baby shower. What I knew, me, because in Ghana, what I knew was
who's baby shower? That reggae artist.
Wait, let me finish. Because in Ghana, what I heard is about naming ceremony, right? But when I came to the US, one of my friends from Ghana said, "Wait, what? Baby showers? They do that all the time in Ghana, in West African countries, like crazy." So
that's just another name for Adori. That's just another name for what we're already doing.
No, that's not.
Hey, Oga, are you Ashanti man? Are you Ashanti man?
Let me pass the mic to free game, and then we gotta close out. Go ahead, free game.
I'm from Zongo, man.
No, let him cook, Darnus. Let him cook.
Yeah, let me cook. I've never heard of that thing before. I had to come to the US, and one of my friends told me in Ghana and West African countries they do it like crazy. Anything that come from the West, all of them just do it. Tell me a single. See, if you go to West Africa, a lot of people see. Even the guy, the YouTube guy, his name is Huston Holloman. When he went to West Africa, he saw all of them just dressed like American guys, man, like the
Yeah,
U.S. American.
what's new about that? The
They
king
learn
of
from the
Ashanti
West.
wore a suit.
Wait.
Shaka Zulu wore a suit when he came
What
to
I'm trying
England.
to say is that all of them also learn from the West too. Don't make it seem like it's just
Yeah,
Kenyans.
what's wrong with that? You have to learn. You have to be educated, but you don't lose your culture. The king of Ashanti,
West Africans have
the
lost
king
their
of
culture too,
Ashanti,
man. Stop it,
the
man.
king of
Stop it.
Ashanti.
Zongo, you're getting it wrong.
Yes, thank you.
Doesn't mean they dress like West Africans, like Western people. Mean to say you don't see their culture in them when they start behaving. You understand me? When they start behaving, you start seeing the culture in them. Wearing these clothes does not mean the culture is so thick. You can't take it away. As long as they live there, they associate there, that's going to be. Look, my brother, Zogo, you have to be very careful, but you look too. It's just like America is taking over your bread.
No, man.
What tribe are you from? What tribe are you from?
I'm from the Zongo, man. I'm from Zongo. I speak.
All that means is a village from the northern side, and you speak Hausa.
Yeah, I speak Hausa. Fluently.
Right. Okay. Which particular Hausa group do you belong to?
What kind of particular group?
There's different Hausa groups. Some of them even go into which
Zogo
one? Be specific.
Zogo is no bad.
Man, I'm a nomad Hausa guy.
You know, you're running them for. You see, when you got that strong culture, bruh, it helps. It's pedigree.
But hola. See. I live in a region whereby the dominant culture over there is the tree, the account culture, like tree.
Because you stay in Kumasi in Kofuria.
Yeah, I stay over there. See, wait. I know the culture very well.
I forgot to tell you something yesterday before I forget.
See,
you asked me if I'm related to Kosi Boateng and not there.
Wait, hold on. See, I know a lot of the time people get confused with just speaking the language and this culture. It's part of it, but there are also other element of the culture too, right? If you listen to pundits in Ghana, most people that speak the dialects, they're gonna tell you that most of us have even lost our culture. Man, it's only people like Louis that come to the West because you people don't even understand the local language.
Why the countries them in a local language? Are they? And no, I mean, no, Kava, me catch that will say, oh, Busama, I some fair. What you boating, a Munkrof, and me, Papa.
Yeah, you understand the language. We know
that. I was raised in a palace. The Bushman over there.
Don't disturb Louis anymore, man. Don't Louis speaking. Louis is my man. I like Louis a lot, bro. Zogo, you have to be very careful, man. You have to go back to Zafara.
Thank you.
Where your people are coming from.
There's a brother, right? There's a brother who's the head of the, I think, the ECOWAS bank or so. He gives a lot of loan.
Yeah. Obviously, he speaks the tree properly.
He wears bow tie, Nigerian brother, right? He knows some of my cousins in Ghana. He wears bow tie. I keep forgetting the guy's name. He wears glasses. You might know this guy. I've forgotten his name. He speaks pristine English, but you think he don't know his culture? No, this guy knows his culture. I heard him in an interview. It's like the King of Ashanti. If you hear the King of Ashanti go to the UN to make a speech, you would think you're speaking to an old what do you call it, visiting church or something, until you see him in his regalia. We get it confused.
Man, culture is not about those that
doesn't mean listen, being educated doesn't mean you run away from Africa and go join a white man.
I would say most African school in West Africa, their mindset alone is not African. I mean, why do you think even Dynasty, when he went to West Africa, he's the one championing, West Africans to go back to the African religion or African way of.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's the difference. He showed you example. He's from the West.
Even most West Africans, they are not even African centric in their way of dealing.
No.
They are not.
No, it's because where you were born.
They don't even have their country at heart.
It's because of where you were born. The school I went to.
Man, that's a lie, man.
No, what do you mean that's a lie? You went to school in my region. My people are the one who built the place you lived. My cousins are the ones you met.
You're lying, man. It's the churches that build those kind of things. So don't tell people.
How the church build a Kofuria? How?
Man, but most of the churches, Anglican churches, most of the secondary schools in Ghana are built by churches, man.
That's the education system. So the secret is for you to have the culture
So they
mixed in so
influence
that
the
the
people's
education,
mindset and way of thinking.
right,
Stop what you're saying,
exactly.
man.
Listen, you know why we have not had a Pan-African government since Nkrumah?
See, let me tell you. Hey, Ola,
Listen.
see, wait. See, Ola, let me even tell you one thing. See, when I was doing my national service, because you guys in Nigeria have national service, right? See, even the USA AID that comes to Ghana, I did my national service in a pre-tertiary agency institution. They inspect like pre-tertiary schools over there, right? Sometimes the mind that they bring, these white people bring, they influence the educational curriculum back in the country.
You've got to make the
Man,
changes.
and you want to act over here like some people are some cultural centric people,
No, listen.
man.
When I
They
went
got
to school in Ghana,
influences from
listen to
outside
me.
too.
When I went to school in Ghana, we done cultural studies. We learned to play the drums. You saw my cousin, my main cousin, that place where you come from, right? Osei Huidie. He's the main drummer in Dwabing, both old Dwabing and new Dwabing. He plays the 13-foot drums. Okay, listen to me. I learned to play the drums with him when we were kids. I was taught that. If your people, where you guys from, you play that traditional one, that Nigerian drum, he plays all that.
It's mostly like northern part, northern.
Because you ain't learned it, because you ran to America and left Africa behind, you complaining about it.
Oh no, man, I'm not, man. I speak the Hausa, I speak Tree. I'm very fluent in that. I speak Hausa and Tree very fluently, you know.
Okay, very good. But can you dance Hausa? I bet you down Hausa, you're going left and right when you start going right and left.
Zongo is a Ghanaian that came from Zamfara State.
Hey, go ahead, Muhammad. Go ahead, Muhammad.
Hey,
go ahead, bro.
How you doing, gentlemen? How you doing? How y'all doing?
Fine.
Yes, it's true what the gentleman is saying, man. Is that, many Africans have taken off their Afrocentric awareness and just Eurocentrically bamboozled.
Exactly,
it's true.
man.
It's true.
I don't know why he's even challenging what I'm saying. I don't know why he's doing that, man.
I was guilty of that too, growing up. But now, believe me when I tell you, I wrap my hands around my culture and everything.
See, I speak the Tree language, right? See, even in Tree, the psyche of the local people, right? When you say a white man, even Black Americans don't think that way of a white man. I'm telling you this, man.
Yeah, but it's the culture.
White man as a demigod, man. I'm telling you this, man.
No. Listen,
come on.
I don't know who brought you up, bro.
I'm talking about the average. I'm talking about the average person, man. I'm talking about the average person in the street, man. Stop.
Listen, that's because we have not grasped our education system properly.
Stop doing that, man. You want to lie to
me? Stop lying. I'm not lying. I went through the education system in Ghana. I didn't lose my culture.
Go ahead, man. Cook this guy, man.
Yeah?
Cook it, man.
Listen, this is why we're fighting for independence and development. We can bring that in. Okay? We can bring that in. We have an African American brother, Dr. Obadeli Kambon, born in America, teaching Tree.
But you heard what he said. But you heard him. He's always he said when even in Ghana, the people of Ghana always argue with him. He himself is saying even people in Ghana they don't know how to write a Tree language properly.
I know that, right? Because we send our kids to go to school just to get a job with a white man. That's what we do. That's what we see education. Education is not like that.
See, hey, Dan, the way you can tell people are very tribalist, right? The fact that I'm critiquing the account culture, right? They say because
you have no critique the account culture. You've just used it as an example of this and that.
But someone
listen
saying,
to me. In Ghana, in Africa, the account culture is the best kept. So I ain't gonna let you sit down and get carried. It's the best kept.
Louis, let me finish. See,
go ahead.
Really?
He's saying
I don't think so.
Wait.
Okay. Wait. One that's better kept than the account culture.
Wait, let me finish. He's saying because I'm from a different ethnic group, so I don't understand his people properly. When I really stayed in your communities, I went to your schools, I dated your women, I had my friends, my family, my relative deal with your people. I go to a naming ceremony, I went to your festivals. I understand everything, man. How can you tell me I don't even understand nothing?
So when I tell you that the account culture is the best preserved at the moment, that should let you know what damage has been done against our mind in Africa. You
can tell when you go to Sierra Leone, right? The people that live in the villages and in the provincial towns, they still maintain the culture.
Thank
It's
you.
not like
That's why
yes.
Diana
It's
said in one of
everywhere.
his
It's
shows,
everywhere. It's everywhere.
the village is where it's best preserved. Okay?
Correct.
Listen,
Yeah, correct.
if I go to Kenya and you tell me you're from Nairobi, I'm gonna ask you, okay, where you really from? It's like if I see you in
Hey, man,
Kumasi,
let Muhammad talk,
can
man.
I finish? Can I finish?
Let him talk, man.
If you see me and you tell me, oh, I know this as a tradition, you're an Ashanti man, and I say, where you from? You tell me you're from Kumasi. You're not really telling me where you're from, because not even the king of Ashanti is really from Kumasi. We just put him there to sit there in the front, but he's from a particular village. The village is where the culture is at. So now we brought the village to the we brought the village to the capital city. Okay, the challenge for us who have been educated is to make sure that when we go back, we lobby our education department to preserve this. We know we can't interpret everything into our languages different, but we have to preserve, and we still got that in our culture. We still got that. But everybody,
Zogo is a Miss Fulani. It's a Miss Fulani man who want to take over Ghana with secret.
In my opinion, though,
man, Louis, man, stop it, man. Stop it.
For those of us that are born and raised like in the big cities, like before, I was born and raised in Freetown. My parents are from the countryside. You know, when I was younger, my brother and I would go up to the countryside to our grandmother. That's why we keep in touch with the culture. You know, we're still embracing it. You believe it or not, you have Sierra Leoneans that can't speak their tribal language. They can only speak English and Creole.
My brother-in-law from Sierra Leone, right?
Mohammed,
Right.
see, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Even in Ghana, right, this, right? They can tell you are not even exposed because you don't speak English. If you don't speak English language, they say you are a villager.
Yes.
That is the norm. That's the norm over there. I'm sure it's the
No.
same thing in Nigeria.
That's not the coach. That's not. Listen, that's the challenge that we've
You
got
are
to
not exposed.
listen, that's the challenge we've got to mitigate. You understand? Listen, let's be honest. We live in a world, you got a Chinese man, you got this man, that man. Even in China, right? They preserve the culture to an extent. In Japan, if you see the emperor of Japan dress, you think that this guy's not a Japanese guy. You think they got no culture. He dressed more English than English when he meets the queen. But he's got his own culture. He ties the thing around his head. Let's preserve it, but it's a balance. This is the challenge for us as Africans.
All right. I'm not saying this because I'm on the panel right now. Venus is the good example of how people should be proud of their culture, their African ancestry. You have some Sierra Leoneans that have been abroad. When they go home to visit, man, you think they are foreigners.
Like
I'm
Louis,
telling you.
man, like Louis.
No, listen.
Guys, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Listen, right. I remember in the 1970s, right? We used to dance to this song, "Sweet Mother." That time they used to wear platform shoes.
Yeah, by the late Prince Nico, huh?
Everybody that went to Ghana, they went to a place called Agege. And when they came back, they had a ghetto blaster. You would think these guys have been to Europe. I thought Agege was Europe. We lose our head. We start the latest trend. Black people, we like that. Let's make some of our latest trends. Let's do it the cultural attire. You know that this Afro boys
Man, do you know even back in the days when I was interacting with a lot of Nigerians, a lot of them used to criticize even Buhari, the former president, because he's not fluent.
He was traditional.
He wasn't fluent in English, so they saw him as a dummy. You get what I'm saying?
Thank you.
No. That one there.
Come on.
Listen, that one there, right? I can understand them slightly. Like I give you an example of the Nigerian guy who's the head of the ECOWAS Bank. When you see pristine, but he also speaks his own language.
Yeah, but even the president of Ghana,
the president you just mentioned, unfortunately, he's not the best representation of Nigeria.
Wait. Even Akufo himself, he barely even speaks the local language like you.
Oh, Jai, what do you mean?
Come on, man.
Stop putting him down. Stop putting him down because you're Northerner.
No, man.
His first wife was a Nigerian woman. He's more African culture than you.
Wait,
You see,
wait.
this is the problem.
I speak the tree better than him, man.
All
Stop
West
it.
Africans, right?
Because you're jealous of the man rich background,
We the
so
one
now
that
you want
left
to
like
bring that.
we the one that left like dynasty that left 100 years ago, right? Most West African people, even the Black Americans inside, right? If you sit with them, the way they will present the food, right? Because I've been to North Carolina, the way they present the food, the way they present the food, the organization of that food, the eating of that food, my brother, you will not actually see difference between the way the African people eat
and they eat.
The way Black Americans
Same
eat
West Indian, same with Jamaicans and all that.
you know what I mean? But only that they have more like the European type of eating
European
on the table,
style, yeah.
But the setting is the same like West Africa. But if you go live there and you went to Kenya, right? West Africa tastes
far luckier.
Black America tastes actually look
the reason why
your mouth, right?
Hola, see the reason why these Chinese people have evolved because them they are not pretty much concerned with the cultural outlook, right? What you wear, this thing. They are more concerned with your mental way of thinking philosophically, where you stand.
So why don't you say that then? And saying I'm tribal.
But I'm saying but for us you are confusing everything. You're more about the visual. But most of our people back in but most of our people back home, when it comes to the mentality, they think more like a Westerner than anything, or they are trying to emulate
they think
anybody.
Listen, I wish they think like Westerners because then we have an industrialization. They will be industrialized.
They want to emulate.
They don't.
They want to emulate them.
We need to get them. We need to get them to think in a way that makes us productive, but at the same time not lose ourselves in the process.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of course.
right? Because
Indeed.
yeah, this is the challenge. That's what our generation. This is what we have to preserve. When you get your children, brother, teach them the village stuff in the weekend when they come from school.
Allow Mohammed to talk. Mohammed, go ahead.
I grew up in the 60s, onto 70s. Back then, people that would come abroad, when they go back home, the way they carry themselves, those of us that were still there want to emulate them, think that's the way to, present yourself. That's the persona you should have.
Yeah.
But when I came to the West, especially living in New York, yes, I realized that, damn, what we have there was really ours. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's really ours. Yes, you have people that I grew up with that you'll never see them wear any African costume.
Listen,
when they were back home,
the reason why Nkrumah was able to reform Ghana because when he came to the West and he met with people that are more Pan-African in their way of thinking, that was able why because even the most of the black Pan-Africans that he met, these people they dress like Westerners, but their mindset is different.
Yeah,
that's how you can change a nation, right? But a current group of people we have in Ghana or West African countries, including Nigeria, man, those people want to be just like the other side of the ocean.
Right. So let's go back. Let's go back.
In as much as I want us to preserve our culture, way of things, but it's more about the mindset and the focus.
It's changing, brother. Listen. These Afrobeat boys, they've made it trendy to be African now. Your professors, Smalls, and all the rest of them that are going back. Stevie Wonder has always worn African clothing. Listen, I went to his concert at Wembley Arena. Sitting at the top, his piano, the shape of the piano, he made it like African map. And where Egypt and Libya was, that's where he was playing the keys. He has always been Pan-African. That's how we've got to be. He's telling you, okay, outside of me, I am, and this is what makes the African Americans and the Jamaicans, the Rastas, so special.
Yeah, we need a reset, man. Mentally.
We gotta do that.
I want to sit there and say, "Oh man," because
listen, bro. I mean, I don't do the voodoo stuff. Now leave it for you. I'm still I gotta give it to you, bro.
Muhammad, man, this is
Louis. You the pioneer.
Louis, you see, this is the problem with us Africans.
Muhammad, Louis.
I'm not doing the voodoo. I'm sorry.
When a non-black person flies, what they call it gliding, right?
Yeah.
When an African flies without sitting on an aircraft, they say it's voodoo, it's witchcraft. It's black magic. Yes.
No, listen. You're right, brother. Listen. The biggest voodoo practitioner is the white man. I'm telling you. The biggest voodoo practitioner is the white man. The only thing I have with that thing is this. Our people played on it too much. They made it too much scoopism. But on top of that, when the white man turned up, the voodoo gods disappeared.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
Yeah.
When the white man showed up, where did the voodoo gods go? Go to sleep?
So Mohammed, see this guy, Louis, he's the same guy that is in support of the former president. He wanted to build a national cathedral.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Bible. The Bible is a black man's book. It's our book.
Stop interjecting, right? At this stage, when we want to reset the mindset of the people, you want to go and build a national cathedral for the people so they can go even way backwards.
No, who told you the Bible is way back? Are you Muslim?
Yes, I am.
I was raised.
But let me tell you.
No. But I'm going to see if they were going to build a mosque, I'm going to even revolt against it.
They built a mosque, bro. They built a mosque.
Yeah, it was funded by the Turkish government. Actually, it wasn't by the state government.
So now you see how they bribe you.
Let me tell you something.
With your own money.
Let me tell you, even me myself, I had an issue with the mosque. You know, a lot of Muslims criticized me actually, because for me, when I see the mosque, I see a representation of Turkish culture. I don't see nothing.
All right. Okay. For me,
go ahead.
I keep an open mind when it comes to religion, right? But there are certain things that are being interpreted in both Christianity and Islam that make me say, yes, they are not right.
You see the same thing.
I've seen pastors that are telling their followers to go outside to go eat grass in the front yard of the church.
Listen, those people should be arrested and shot.
They should be arrested.
Like
when I saw that, I said, if I was a member of that church, I'll grab the pastor by his neck. Let him lead by example. Start eating the grass first.
Right.
Then maybe I'll think about if I want to do it. And
if we don't go home, brother, you see the ones we left home, they're the ones doing this damage because we are not there to check on them.
Let Mohammed talk, man. Let Mohammed talk.
There are two things that worry me about religion. Both Islam and Christianity give credence to slavery. What happened to all men and women are created equal?
Right. That one is actually not in the Bible.
What?
The white man just told you that, but that one is not actually biblical. Hear me out. I'm fully, brother, because I've looked at this subject. Maybe there's a different one for different day, Dan. We're gonna do a show on this.
Let's not go too much details into that, man. Louis, man, you come here speaking all this tough bull crap, and you support things like National Cathedral at a time where we want more facts.
I tell you why. When you see what the brother mentioned, this idiot's going out eating grass. Once we go to National Cathedral, you can shut down all them small churches.
That's crazy.
Go in there and you control it.
There was another pastor. She wants the women that sit on the front row of his church.
Was shaving
they shouldn't wear underwear. They should go to church. Man, I mean, come on, man.
He's walking free in Ghana. That guy is walking free today in Ghana.
Yeah,
if that was on the Rolling's time, he would have been in the firing squad. Burma camp, they would have dealt with it.
I'm like, are people really serious, man? Something is wrong somewhere. Are you going to tell women to show up in church dressless, without any underwear, and they should sit in the front row?
In this country, right? In most of the country where they had all these churches,
Louis, let me ask you.
The leadership got hold of it.
Let me ask you about Akan people, right? So in terms of like the average Akan person, in terms of because I really took time to study a little bit of Akan culture, right? Mm-hmm. The mindset. Do you think the current breed of Akan people, let me say the Ashanti people, are they similar to your ancestors like 500 years ago? Their mindset is the same, even in terms of religion. It's not the same, man.
No.
Yeah. No. I know. I've listened to a lot of Akan intellectuals that are really pro-African tradition, and they will tell you this. Smart people, Akan people, Ashantis, they've been to the West, speak to a lot of African Americans back in the days, and they say a lot of people of nowadays, their way of thinking, it's not the same as the ancestors.
It's not the same. But this is why you fight for. This is why people fight for leadership, because it's like this. If you've got a bad guy sitting next to you in your neighbor, is the boy who's going to grow up to be a bad boy. You keep saying, "Oh, he's going to be a bad boy. He's going to be a bad boy." If you're not careful, that bad boy is going to grow up and marry your daughter. You understand? So
yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you don't get a hold of the culture, okay, the culture will get a hold of you. You as men, you see, we left our country to seek jobs abroad. From the 70s, I've seen it from Nigerians, Ghanaians. I met them here. Kenyans, Sierra Leonean, we met them here. And the brain drain, what you're seeing and frustrated with back home is the result of that brain drain. Because those elders had left. We left the middle classes. We left to seek paths anew. And then we look back, and then there's the illiterate ones that are getting away with murder. So if we don't go and influence our children, game, set, and match. I know God, we are good people. Because people like
you hear that, right? We have work to do. We have work to do back home, man. We have work to do.
Man, Dynasty tight,
bro,
man.
let me give my last cent. Bro, you know,
Give up.
man, I love, Zogo can say whatever he was. I can understand where Zogo is coming from, you know, the mindset, but Zogo,
he challenges you.
It will take time before some of all these things, but still, let me just tell you the truth, man. Most West
Hey y'all, we're gonna close out, but everyone, thank you so much for joining.
Africans are related. Liberia, anything, they're very related.
Huh?
I'm gonna DM you. Right?
Okay.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, email me. You got my email?
Okay.
Yeah, send me your email.
Zogo, so I can come here and
hold on. It's my first name, last name, dynastymir@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Put it in the back chat. Dynasty, put it in the back chat.
So the truth of the matter is, when I hear Louis speak, I can understand because there are some Igbo boys or Yoruba that speak and Louis also. Passion, whatever they're doing and everything they do. Especially Ghana and Nigeria are heavily corrupted together. They're both one.
They learn from each other.
No. I'm just saying the truth.